Agencies are actually trying to develop some contingency plans and security responses to be able to deal with that. However, I think, like you rightly asked, I think we might need also to put on our thinking cap in terms of trying to develop the necessary defensive forensic cyber forces that should be able to first anticipate and actively respond to potential cyber threats. I say this because we have seen that over the last decade, INEC has consistently embraced electronic initiative to make the administration of election less cumbersome, more swift, and easy to conduct. More importantly, also to collate and release the results. And politicians are well aware of the potentials of these technological innovations, and they also know that they also pose somehow both promise and peril for their electoral fortune. And so, given the nature of Nigerian politicians, well known to be good, desperate for political power, I'm sure they would have commissioned even cyber security experts as well to help them to think through and even possibly come up with strategies to undermine the use of these technological devices. That in itself behoves on INEC, therefore, to think in that direction. First, to develop the kind of formidable forensic cyber experts that should have a contingency or response plan that must operate at three spectrums. First, they should be able to first think of the potential loopholes in the entire cyber structure that is critical for the conduct of election. Second, they must have a plan to respond in the case of any imminent attack. And more importantly, beyond the cyber domain, they should have the kind of communication experts that should be able to easily communicate these developments in order to douse tension. I say this because, let me tell you one thing. If you are going to conduct an election in the traditional way we are doing it before, the tendency therefore is that if you want to significantly impact or undermine the presidential election, you must have enough spread physically. So you may likely develop some talks, use some non-state actors to undermine an election in Borno State. You might need to use them to undermine an election in Anambra State, River State, Lagos, Cross River, Ebonyi, and stuff like that. That may be possible, but that is also difficult logistic-wise because that's the spread. But with the increasing embrace of cyber domain, in order to facilitate the election, I think you just need one Mercurial, one well-informed, vast cyber expert to just sit under one laptop and compromise the entire election. That's how simple, but that's how rich the threat from the cyber domain is. And I think that since INEC had already gone forward to embrace these technological devices that are actually based on the cyber backbone and infrastructure to survive, they don't need anybody, certainly not me, to warn them. They need to be proactive in their thinking, they need to be forward-looking in terms of anticipating some of these threats, because it will definitely come, but making sure they have the kind of very robust, effective cyber response that should be able to anticipate, neutralize, and respond to some of these threats.